Righto, you want to game hard without the headache of building your own system? Well, the Dell G5 Wolf has got you covered. Righto, Toyota champs, and what do we have here? Yes, a Dell G gaming desktop, yes. And I actually can't believe that inside there actually is a gaming desktop. So let's unbox it, have a look, and we're gonna slam this thing, we're gonna thermal test it. I actually have a Dell 32-inch curved monitor to go with this. I'm gonna pair them up and see what we get there. So let's do it. I actually have no idea what the specs of this is. That is a keyboard, I know that. There you go, your bog standard Dell keyboard. They're actually not too bad. We have here a standard mouse and actually the power cable there. This is actually a G banger, so it is a G series gaming desktop. So, woof, have a look at that. That's a tiny little thing. It's a lot smaller than I expected, and that's why it's so light, I guess. USB's on the front, audio in, audio out, USB-C. So USB type A, 3 of those. Dell logo here, G series. We have an i7, that looks like 10th generation i7, G5s. So let's have a quick look on the back. We have some more audio jacks, more USB type A's, load of those, Ethernet, power. We'll see how big that power supply is and sort of what we can fit in it. And of course, whatever graphics card it is, we have obviously HDMI and display ports there. Let's see how easy it is to get into this sucker, and let's see if we can see the specs, because I have no idea. Oh, semi thumb screws, they're not really. Okay, just seems to slide off. I like that, whoa. Okay, so let's have a look inside. 2 SATA bays there for SATA SSDs or hard drives. We have a cooling fan there on the CPU, 4 RAM slots. We have some more SATAs over there. You have an extra 2 SATA ports. You have a 1 times PCI Express slot, SSD slot. Looks like only one M.2 SSD there. 11 inches. That's how big the graphics card has to be for. So from end to end, no more than 11 inches, 500 watt power supply, and it is not your normal sort of size of power supply. It's more along the lines of what goes in a server. So that is 500 watts. You could probably get away with an RTX 2080. They will have new versions of these with RTX 3080s and 3070s, etc. So just bear that in mind. And I'm not expecting miracles here, as long as the CPU can go 100% stock speed and the GPU can go 100% stock speed. That's all you want in such a small portable package, and we'll see how loud it is. I'm going to pair it up with the monitor now, and yeah, let's see how it goes. Oh, one other thing, there is another like 4 times PCI Express slot here, which is probably not usable unless you have a really thin card. So yeah, one more 4 times slot. Alright, so here's the monitor I'm pairing it with, and this is a gorgeous monitor, by the way. Curved monitor, 32-inch Dell gaming monitor, AMD FreeSync Premium Pro, VA panel, 2560 by 1440, 165 Hertz. You have to use the display port for that. 144 Hertz is if you're using like a HDMI. 400 nits of brightness, 4 millisecond grade to grade response time. Now it does have, of course, height adjustment, swivel, tilt. Of course, it's not going to go in portrait mode. It is a curved monitor, but look at it. It looks gorgeous, doesn't it? Wow, that XPS 15 looks amazing. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to slam this down. I'm going to 100% GPU and CPU hit it, see what sort of noise we get and how much performance we get out of it. But the display looks good. I will do a separate review on this display, but together looks nice and neat package. So why do you buy this Dell G5? This is a G5. You can get other models, of course. This comes with an 8-core 10th generation CPU and an RTX 2070 Super, and we have 16 gigabytes of RAM here. So for the price point, I think that's a good configuration. I'll leave a link in the description where you can buy this thing. I gotta say, it really looks good. It's a nice, neat package. I do like the bit on the front, the RGB. I like the nice touch of that Dell logo. That actually does look good, that Dell logo. I like that it's got all the I/O on the front, and I like how small it is. It's such a small, tiny little package. Now, given that it's air-cooled and it's such a tight unit, I don't expect it to benchmark off the world, but I expect it to get the most out of the components it has. So I expect the CPU and GPU to run pretty much at its highest stock speeds. Also, I do expect there will be a bit of noise considering it is such a tight package. Let's listen to the idling noise. So this is idling noise. I don't know if you can hear that. It's barely noticeable. I wouldn't have it right next to your ear. You will hear it, but if it's under your desk or something like that, you'll barely hear it at all. Now let's slam it 100% CPU, 100% GPU and see how loud it is. Okay, 100% CPU, 100% GPU. Worst case scenario. A gaming scenario will not be like this, so have a listen. That's not too bad. That's just a whir, you know. If it's under your desk, you're going to hear it, but it's not like a hairdryer. So considering it's such a small portable package there, it's actually not too bad. Let's have a listen at the end of the run. Okay, and you can see the Cinebench run there, okay? Because it's a 500 watt power supply, when you hit that GPU 100%, it will affect the CPU score. Now, the CPU will go down to about 135 watts, and that'll be about 4,300 on Cinebench. That's a score of 3,900 on Cinebench, and near enough 3,900 if you round it off. So yeah, that's sort of what I expect in such a portable package, considering it's not liquid cooled or anything like that, and 500 watts power supply. So to sum it all up, I gotta say, for a small package like that, it goes all right. You can see there on the screen now, and I will say about this 32-inch Dell gaming monitor, it's really good. I really like it. It's bright, it's a nice picture, it's responsive. It's butter smooth gaming on this, and the only downside so far, I will do a full review on it, is that I can't engage G-Sync. Even though it's not specified as G-Sync, it is FreeSync Pro or whatever. But I thought I'd be able to use G-Sync, but I couldn't, so whatever. But anyway, as a gaming package, you can see you get the full beans there. Look at the FPS. Look at the clock speed of the GPU and CPU. You're getting over 200 watts GPU. You're getting 4.6 gigahertz gaming, so that's what you want, right? Now let's have a listen in gaming mode how loud it is. So I've got to say, this is a little pocket rocker, and if you want a game and you don't want a headache of making your own system, this thing's good. I like how small it is. There's not really that much room for overclocking, but I mean, if you're going to buy this, you're not going to overclock it anyway. But as a small, compact sort of gaming package, it is good. Personally, myself, if I had this rig, I'll probably look into some other fans, maybe quieter fans. But if it's under your desk, you probably won't even hear it. Anyway, catch you in the next one, guys. Tally ho.